Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with the Times from Dr. News. News a minute around the universe or may not make you go, just do little crazy things, like kind of like Doctor Who fans are right now, wondering when the show's going to be back on. I'm not kidding. It's like literally blood in the aisles right now. People are stomping each other's heads and screaming, "Oh, when's the damn show going to air?" Like I said, I had one source who approached. Well, I'm not going to go too much into the story. And I put them down as anonymous because, frankly, I know who they are. I know what ties they have, but I'm not going to give away their profession, nor am I going to give away anything about them by throwing out their name. But they claim that the original release date, as far as they know it, is October 13th, which would fall in with the 13th Doctor. It just freaks me out because I actually had somebody go, get ready for this. I don't want to sound mean, but somebody posted on Amino, that would run past Christmas with 12 episodes. And I'm like, have you been keeping up on the news this year? It's like, for one, there's only going to be 10 episodes. And if it starts on October 13th, that means it would finish about December 15th, 10 days before Christmas Day. That would also put episode 4, if it's the one we think it's going to be, at just after Halloween on November 3rd. So it kind of does make sense. Plus, I just heard that the BBC America is having a Series 11 premiere party on October 6th at New York Comic Con, 1 week before the 13th. And like I said, a lot of weirdness going on because originally it was looking like, because Sunday Times put out that it was going to be Sunday, September 23rd. But we also found out from someone else, they're claiming that, well, they heard the press launches until the 24th, which is usually about a fortnight before the show airs. So that would still put it at October 6th, or 20 days later is October 13th. So, like I said, hopefully we're going to get something from the thing. I try to remain skeptical on all fronts. I really do. So, we can only do the best we can with what we got right now. All right, next up. Okay. Sadly, I hate to start on a down note, but I felt it was very important to announce is that Jacqueline Pierce has passed away. Now, a lot of people knew her as Surveillance, or is it Surveillance? I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I watched Blake 7, but she's very well known for that particular villain, as well as, I believe it was, I'm going to kick myself because I can't remember how it's pronounced, Chenesi from The Two Doctors. She played the genetically modified Andergum, and that didn't work out well. Well, for the Andergum, I mean the story. But also, she was very well known as Cardinal Illustra in the Time War, and I believe the War Doctor series on Big Finish. And it's very sad to hear that Jax is no longer with us. But, 74 good innings, but it's still, in a way, it's gone too soon, Miss you, Jax. But on the other things, okay, Sabrina the Teenage Witch put these 2 videos up. I'm going to put links to it for you. And if you want, go look at around DragonCon 2018, that hashtag Peter Capaldi, and you're going to find tons of pictures from this weekend when he appeared at DragonCon with Pearl Maggie. This is just freaking hilarious, though, these 2 videos right here. So I'm going to link these both to you. They'll be down in the description box if you want to watch them. Capaldi having a little fun with the Capaldi puppet. And I don't mean that in a perverted way. Okay, Sean the Mondasian Cyberman, we really want to thank you because he put up these nice, detailed, high-res images for the Empire article, Empire Magazine, that they did on Doctor Who for this week. And they mainly discussed the fact that it's going from like a 13.9 screen, widescreen, to like a 2:1. And it's also going to be like Spielberg-esque is one of the things that's been hinted at. But like I said, other than that, sounds pretty good. But I'm going to leave it up there because he did a really good job scanning this in or getting that shot, because I was able to zoom it right up on my own windows and boom, boom, boom. I was reading it. No fuzzy words or nothing. Also, this photo is pretty neat right here of Jodie in the remnants of Peter Capaldi's outfit. And that's one that was probably in one of the locked folders that we didn't get to see, of course, from the great photo leak. All right, in the Daily Star, yes, wipe your ass with it now and enjoy it. It's the Daily Star. A Doctor Who change of gender will barely get a mention in the new series. Now, it says fans expected the new series to be packed with comments and jokes about the Time Lord turning into a woman will be sadly disappointed. Um, Okay, it says right here that Chris Chibnall said the opening episode of the new series, of course, we've heard will be about survival. Manages a survivor following her generation. And bum, bum, bum. No big fuss will be made about the fact that the leading star is now female. Quote, the gender issue is pretty bypassed. It's not really a kind of gender-related story or anything like that. The first story is much more a story of survival for the new Doc. The last we saw her, she's falling to the air above planet Earth. So it's less about gender and more about how am I going to get out of this. So, and a source said, I love it always when it's a source. And like I said, I know who my source is. So it's odd that 1 minute Peter Capaldi is the Doc and he turns into Jodie Whittaker and the sex change is barely mentioned. It's like, yeah, when you're in science fiction and you're dealing with a species that has gone well beyond this petty bullshit we have on planet Earth, then yeah, I can understand why it's barely mentioned. You have to stretch the imagination just a wee bit. You know, not as much as you would have to think the Daily Day of the Doctor is a good episode. But, all right, moving on. Okay, now over here on this article, The Guardians. Well, The Guardian. Julia Roberts, Jim Carrey, Emma Stone, Hollywood's biggest stars take over on TV. From retiring old favorites to marquee names. Blah, blah, blah. Now, if you scroll down just a wee bit below Vanity Fair there, Doctor Who on BBC One. All right, da-da-da-da-da. Alarming times for sexist Whovians as Jodie Whittaker's reign of feminist terror begins. Still, there's an argument that gender of the new Doctor is the least interesting aspect of the new series. Whittaker is a fine, engaging actor, and that should be where the discussion ends. Now, more intriguing is the debut of the new showrunner, Chris Chibnall. As creator of Broadchurch, he clearly has the darkness covered. However, Whittaker has claimed the new series will be quote-unquote hopeful and fizzing with wonder. The previous Doctor, Peter Capaldi, was often an intense and glowering presence, so perhaps a change in tone is overdue. Go suck it. Really? It's like, yeah, right. It was all Capaldi's fault. Yeah, good. Have you? I'm not even. I'm moving on. Okay. Okay, the Art of Andrew Skilleter 2019 calendar. If you want to go check this out, they don't have any preview shots, but apparently it's available to order right now if you want to go check this out. So large format is back. Generous image area, wire bound in white and printed in 170 GSM sealed paper with extra heavy 250 GSM weight front and back covers. Oh my God. So if you're into this, boom. Charlie says, I thought Charlie was always like, he's telling that kid what not to do, but he's acting like he's on meth. I hate to sound bad, but it sounds like he's had a stroke. So, Charlie Says was the name of the picture. This is in the Telegraph. Matt Smith is miscast as Charles Manson in this innovative, frustrating film. Yet they gave it 3 stars. Go figure. All right, so it feels gut-churningly apt that the director of The American Psycho has tackled one of the definitive cases of the late 20th century, American psychosis, the Manson family murders. Now, well, as we all know, Matt Smith was cast as Charles Manson in this thing. I leave it up to you to read this. Like I said, it's not exactly, doctor-related, but kind of makes me wonder if that episode 9 thing was a sympathy casting. Someone just like knew him. Matt, yes, what it is? Do you have a job? Yes, we got you a job, Matt. Yeah, how about being Kylo Ren's helmet polisher? But I thought Kylo smashed this helmet in the last movie. Not that helmet. Okay, moving on. Claire Eaton put this up. Sylvester McCoy, train traveler. After 30 years of time travel, Sylvester McCoy sets out on the adventure of a lifetime. This time, a spot of train traveling from his London home all the way to Thailand, taking about 6 weeks in total, and along the way meeting his first grandchild. Now, it's a long-time ambition to do this journey, and yesterday morning he set off on his first leg, the Eurostar from London, St. Pancras to Paris. That looks like pancreas. I'm sorry. Okay, stay tuned to this feed, and I'll post more of his photos as he travels, and this, of course, is over on Claire Eaton's page. And everyone, please give Claire Eaton a big round of applause. She's one of the reasons why we've had Sophie Aldred on here so many times and whatnot. And on top of Sophie being so generous, but Claire is, like I said, I love talking to Claire when I get a chance to. It doesn't happen often anymore. Haven't texted her in a while, is what I mean. So that's all I had for you today. But, yeah, like I said, sadly we lost Jacqueline Pierce. The air date's still up in the air. Literally, I think that's why they call it air date. Like I said, I have a source telling me it's October 13th. The BBC America is having a premiere party, apparently at New York City Comic-Con on the 6th, from what I've heard, or a Doctor Who Series 11 party. I don't know if the word premiere was thrown in there. I'll have to go back and double check. But if that's true, that would fall with a press screening being a week before the opening. Also, like we've heard before, we had the Sunday Times saying September 23rd. We got another source saying, wait a minute, I heard the press junket for the press launch is on the 24th, which would put the kibosh on the 23rd if that is true. So conflicting reports, it's Civil War madness out there in Whovian news world. So until next time, everybody, I want you to take care, ta-ta, enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, if bad things happen, take a deep breath, don't get angry. It's life. You got to move forward with it. See you on the flip side, kids.